Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from Group 4, consists of I am Nuril Asma'ul Husna.
I am Afifah. I am Risma Aprilia Rahma.
I am Viona Anindya Putri Subagyo.
So, our purpose in making this video to fulfill the final task of technology in enhanced language learning course. And from the three learning media, we choose audio-visual, in which there is an explanation or a little information about
How to build personal branding.
So,
Happy watching!
hello everyone! As we know that in general, people will judge others by what they see. Some things that other people will see or judge first, such as character, work, and so on. Others people judgment will give us branding or impressions. Therefore, every individual needs to have their own personal branding. So, actually, what is personal branding and why personal branding is important? Let's see at the following explanation. Definition of personal branding. According to Farko Siswianto Raharjo in the book The Master Book of Personal Branding 2019, personal branding is a person's way of taking control of other people's judgments of the individual. Quote from one of the Forbes articles, personal branding is a person's perception that you form of yourself and what you can offer professionally now and in the future. Personal branding is the process of forming public or public perceptions of one's own aspects. This aspect includes personality, abilities, values, and positive perceptions that arise or exist within the individual. Thus, in simple terms, personal branding is defined as a way that someone does to introduce or promote himself to others, either for career or societal interests. And next, why personal branding is important? Personal branding is important because other people can recognize themselves as superior to others, to inform about skills, abilities, identities, and other things that have added value for oneself, and to increase the attractiveness of other people to yourself, and to make others think that only you can solve this problem.
Well, from the previous explanation, we already know about the definition of personal branding and why personal branding is important. And next, I will explain about the benefits of personal branding.
Benefits of personal branding. The first is increase your confidence. Self-branding is a process that does not happen instantly, but it's built over time. In the process, you will continue to develop your skill and get to know your greatest focus and strength. But be careful, confidence here is much different from overconfidence. Even being someone who is overly confident can be considered bad by the people around them. The second is opportunity for expression and creativity. With personal branding, you will focus on being who you really are. Personal branding is about expressing your true self and pursuing your passion. Third, make you stand out from competitors. Building a personal brand is an opportunity to differentiate yourself from others. This is a good way to show your skill or expertise in a certain field. For example, imagine that you are smarter than Dodi. However, Dodi has a stronger online presence or reputation because he is active on Instagram. In this situation, of course, Dodi's chance of being known by people and getting a job will be greater than those of you who don't have an online reputation. The fourth leads you to many opportunities. A personal brand can be associated with a stepping stone that can bring success to your future. With self-branding, it is easier for you to achieve a number of goals, both personal and professional. This will certainly be very helpful in advancing your career. Having a strong personal brand will open many doors of opportunity, such as job interviews, partnerships, networking opportunity, and so on. The last, increase credibility and trust. Building trust cannot be done in a short time because everyone has a different point of view. If you don't start it now, it will be difficult for you to gain the trust of the people around you when you need it later. Credibility is not only related to how capable you are given a position, but also how far you can be trusted with something.
So, those were 5 benefits of personal branding for ourselves. And next, I will tell you about how to build personal branding. How to build personal branding. The first is find out your passion and your goals. When discussing how to create personal branding, of course, you will not be far away from your passion. Your personal brand will reflect who you are, your skills, and your aspirations. Therefore, your personal branding should align with your likes and interests. So, ask yourself, what motivates me? What kind of work motivates me? Where do I want my career to go? And the second is be yourself and be consistent. In creating personal branding, being the best version of yourself is important. Try to maximize your potential without having to become a different version of yourself. Keep your personal branding consistent and authentic. Even though over time you may develop and sometimes you may need to change your style, stay true to yourself. Make yourself attractive without needing to be a different person so that others can continue to remember the strengths you have. Consistency here is more in a positive direction, such as always keeping promises, doing assignments on time, or always looking neat. And the third is create your personal website or webpage. Having a personal website is a significant step when building a personal brand. This self-branding method will help you get recognized faster online. In addition, this personal website will help attract your audience to get to know you. The way you can do this is by entering some information about yourself into your personal website, such as first, professional photos, and the second is about yourself or interests and aspirations, and the third is experience or awards that have been achieved, and the fourth is contact information and links to social media. And the fourth is create engaging content. Creating a portfolio can build your personal branding. This starts with creating engaging content. The content delivered must also be informative, useful, and of course not offensive to Sarah or controversial. In addition, you need to ensure that the content must also be able to convey the purpose of what you want to convey. Don't forget to double-check whether you are creating content that is related to your goals in building personal branding. It can also help you meet important people if they see your content. And the last is expanding relationships. Relationships, networks, or connection are the most important supporting factors in building personal branding. Even if you are a shy person or don't like meeting strangers, building relationship is a must. Because having many relationships can help you discover new things that you may have never experienced. Through networking, you can meet new friends, new partners, better job opportunities, new clients, investors, or even new mentors. Make the best impression about yourself and act in a professional manner to earn relationships trust and promote it to coworkers.
As explained in the previous discussion about the definition, about important, about the benefits, and how to build personal branding, where of course this has a core and meaning that how very influential personal branding is to build and know what personal branding is like. Because as we already know, with the success of this personal branding, of course we can build our personal to achieve success and our imagine in the future in the area of expertise that we have, so that other people who knows us as people who are broad-minded with intelligence and level of branding that we have. And then therefore in this video I will show you some example of public figures from Indonesia who have successfully built their personal branding. Here are examples of figures that I found to use as our views in building personal branding.
Example of successful personal branding in the Indonesian figure. The first is Yusuf Kala. Mr. Yusuf Kala is a figure who has a myriad of achievement during his life. The former vice president is also a successful businessman. His profile is widely known by the people of Indonesia, especially thanks to his career in politics. With this achievement he built, then personal branding will be formed by itself. Yusuf Kala is an example of natural personal branding, and then namely self-image that was formed accidentally so that Indonesian people can know how great, successful, and smart Yusuf Kala is. The second figure is Mary Riana. Mary Riana is a Chinese-Indonesian motivator and entrepreneur. She said, "We are all the CEO of our own brand," when asked how important it is to build a personal brand. It is known that Mary Riana was successful as a financial consultant. Her success is inspirable from the personal brand that Mary has created. Understanding herself made Mary know what she wants, what she was like, and what she wanted to become. For her, uniqueness and consistency are the keys to building personal branding.
So, that's a little information that we can explain. Hopefully, it can be useful for all of us. Thanks for watching and
Bye bye!